My precious child, stop right here, right now. You did not arrive at these words through random searching or accidental timing. I directed your path here because something in your heart has finally opened wide enough to receive what I have been holding in reserve for you. Listen with everything you have, because woven into what follows is something I have been guarding carefully, waiting with the patience that doesn't run out until the exact moment when you are ready to carry it. My beloved child, you are here because this is the moment I prepared for you. Specifically, every road you have walked, every tear that has fallen from your eyes, every battle you fought where no one else could see you. All of it was movement. Every piece of it was carrying you forward to this precise second. For a long time you carried a quiet question underneath everything else, wondering whether I was truly engaged with your life, whether your prayers were actually reaching me or dissolving before they arrived, whether I genuinely saw what you were walking through, or whether somehow you were moving through your hardest seasons unseen. My dear one, let me answer that question once and permanently. I heard every word you ever directed toward me. I saw every tear before it fell. I was present through every difficult night that felt like it had no end. I carried you through more than you will ever fully know. The reason I held certain things back from you was never indifference, and it was never forgetfulness. Some truths carry such weight and such transforming power that they require a heart of a specific depth and readiness before they can be properly received and held. Releasing them too early would not have been kindness. It would have been something that worked against you. You have been growing in ways that have not always been visible, even to yourself. The growth that takes place in hidden places is often the most significant kind. And today, your heart has arrived at exactly the place I always knew it would reach. This is the moment you have been approaching without knowing it. Everything that felt like waiting was actually arriving at something. Everything that looked like silence was preparation taking place beneath the surface of what you could see. My child, nothing you have endured has been without meaning. Not one moment of it has been wasted or lost. I watched every betrayal that left you questioning who you could trust. I was present through every disappointment that landed on you in seasons when you were already carrying too much. I felt the specific ache of your loneliness in the moments when people were around you, and somehow you were still entirely alone. I witnessed the quiet hopelessness you never put into words, because putting it into words felt like admitting something you were not ready to face. But even in every one of those darkest stretches, I was not observing from a distance. I was holding you together from the inside, building something in you that you could not yet name, a courage and a depth that the easier road could never have produced in you. What looked like endless delay from your vantage point looked entirely different from mine. What felt like unanswered prayers and abandoned dreams was my protection operating in a form you were not yet equipped to recognize. If I had placed in your hands what you were asking for, before your hands had the strength to hold it properly, it would not have been a gift. It would have caused damage. My love for you is too specific and too attentive to allow that kind of carelessness. I knew with complete precision the moment you would be ready, and I guided every single step of your journey toward this intersection of your preparation and my promise. Now, I am beginning to draw back the covering from things I have kept hidden. You will begin to perceive things that previously refused to make sense to you. Questions that have lived in the deepest part of your heart for years are going to begin receiving answers that actually satisfy them. The picture of your life that has seemed fragmented will start revealing the coherence that was always there. Every delay is going to show itself as a form of preparation. Every trial is going to reveal the specific strength it deposited in you. Every moment of confusion that drove you to seek me more honestly will show itself as a bridge that was carrying you closer to me all along. My ways have always operated above the level your eyes could access. My plans have always been larger than the portion of them visible to you, but the hidden parts were never absent. They were simply waiting for the right moment. My precious child, I am asking you now to trust me with a completeness you haven't yet offered. I am opening things that have been sealed for a long time. Promises that appeared to have expired are being reactivated. Dreams you had quietly laid to rest are being breathed back into life. I am sending help to move alongside you right now, to lift what has been pressing down on you, to bring restoration to the wounds that have been quietly aching, and to settle into your heart a peace so deep that no storm you encounter will be able to uproot it. But I need you to receive this message with the full weight it carries. Do not allow it to slip past you. As one more thing you encounter today, do not let familiarity with the language of faith dull what I am speaking directly into your life right now. This is the moment you have been praying toward, without always knowing exactly what you were praying toward. Here are the clear instructions I am giving you. Release the bitterness that has taken up residence in places inside you that were not built to house it. Choose forgiveness for those who caused you genuine pain, not because what they did was acceptable, but because the chains that unforgiveness constructs are wrapped most tightly around the one who refuses to release. Let go of the fears you have been gripping. Surrender yourself fully into my love, without holding any part of yourself back in reserve. What you release in this moment is the key that opens what I have been storing for you. Do not walk away from this. Do not return to comfortable distance and tell yourself you will engage with this more seriously another time. The blessings positioned just beyond your obedience right now are not small things. If you believe you are chosen and loved, let that truth settle into you fully. Right now, my beloved, I am not requiring you to understand the complete picture before you take the next step. What I am asking for is simply trust. Trust that the road ahead of you, even the portions you cannot see, is already held securely in my hand. Trust that every tear you have released was watering something. Seeds of blessing that are preparing even now to break through the surface into the visible portion of your life. Trust that what once had chains around you is losing its grip as you receive these words, and that a freedom is moving toward you that you have not yet fully experienced. You have asked me many times, in the quiet of your own heart, when will it finally be my turn, my dear one? Today is the answer to that question. The season of waiting is giving way to something new. The sorrow that has been your companion is beginning the process of being transformed into something unrecognizable as the same substance. The confusion that blurred your vision is being replaced by a clarity that will allow you to move forward with direction. Every hurt you absorbed is being converted into a strength specific to the shape of your calling. I have watched you develop through everything you have faced. I have seen you become someone who carries more wisdom, more compassion, and more genuine humility than the person you were before the hard seasons arrived. And I am telling you now, with the full weight of my love and authority behind it, you are ready for what I have set aside specifically for you. In the moments just ahead of you, something will shift in how you experience my presence. A quietness will arrive that has a different quality than ordinary calm. A peace will settle into you that exceeds anything your circumstances can produce or explain. The warmth of my closeness will become something you sense, rather than simply something you believe in the abstract. Do not be startled by it. Do not question it away before it can do its work. That is me drawing nearer to you than I have been in a long time, not because I moved away, but because you are now positioned to receive what was always available. You are stepping across a threshold into something genuinely beautiful, something that exceeds what your imagination has constructed as the best possible version of your future. Trust what I am doing. Move forward without anchoring yourself to what is behind you. The past has released its grip on your future. Your path forward is secure, held in my hand, and your heart is ready for everything I am bringing into it. My beloved child, receive what I am about to say and let it settle deep. I see with complete clarity every single thing that has been sitting on you. I see the burdens that have been living on your shoulders so long. You have begun to believe they simply belong there. I see the questions that replay themselves in your mind and resist resolution. I see the battles you have been fighting in the interior of your life, where no one else has visibility. You have constructed a version of yourself for the world that projects a stability you have not always felt. You have offered smiles from a face that was covering a breaking heart. You have kept moving forward by sheer determination, when the honest truth was, that rest felt like a luxury you could not afford. And in every single one of those moments, I was right beside you, quietly supplementing what your own strength could not sustain, steadying you every time you began to tilt. My child, I need you to hear this with the fullness of what I mean by it. I am proud of you, genuinely and specifically proud. I know those words may land in a place that has not received them often enough, or has not believed them when they arrived. But I mean every syllable. I am proud of the choice you made to face each new day, even when the previous one left you less equipped for it. Proud of the decision to keep trusting when the evidence visible to your eyes was not encouraging. Proud of every small forward movement you made in seasons where the path was too dark to see clearly. Your faithfulness in the unobserved moments has not escaped my attention. I have watched every decision you made to reach toward hope when despair was the easier option, to extend kindness when bitterness would have required less of you, to choose faith when fear was making the louder argument. Today, I am offering you genuine rest from the weight you have been carrying. You have held enough heaviness for long enough. I am not asking you to keep managing it. I am asking you to lay it down at my feet right now. The concerns about the people you love, the financial worries that visit at unpredictable moments, the health questions that surface and produce anxiety, the uncertainty about what the future holds. None of these were ever meant to be carried by you alone. My capacity is sufficient for every one of them. Hand them over, all of it, and receive in their place a peace that isn't dependent on circumstances, and a hope that does not waver based on what the current moment looks like. Listen carefully to this. I am doing things in your life right now that are not yet visible to you. I understand that there are seasons where this truth is harder to hold on to. I know that confusion arrives and brings with it the question of why certain things happened at all, or why other things remain unchanged when you have been praying about them. But hear me when I say this with complete certainty. I am directing every step, even when the road ahead disappears into fog. My hand is on you, and I know exactly where we are going. You may not be able to trace the logic of my movements from where you stand, but there will come a moment when you look back at this season, and the coherence of everything I was doing will be unmistakable. Everything is being worked together for your good, every seemingly disconnected piece of it. There is a specific reason this message is reaching you at this particular moment. Before today, certain things were not yet in place inside you. There were understandings still forming, a resilience still being built, a depth of trust that needed more time to develop before it could hold the weight of what I am preparing to release into your life. The difficult things you walked through were not sentences handed down by a distant judge. They were the necessary ingredients of a preparation that was always aimed at your flourishing. My beloved, what I am about to bring into your life will exceed what your best imagining has constructed. You have been faithful in your waiting, continuing to believe even when answers seem to arrive in the wrong form, or not at all. But your time has genuinely arrived. I am unsealing doors that have been closed. I am positioning people in your path who carry genuine love and encouragement. I am bringing healing to wounds you had privately concluded were simply going to be permanent features of your interior life. I am restoring what appeared irreparable and making roads through terrain that looked entirely impassable. And as I do all of this, I am asking one thing of you. Stay near me. Remain in the posture of humility. Never allow the good things I bring to shift your dependence from me to the blessings themselves. I have seen the enemy work to discourage you. I have watched him deliver whispered accusations into the quiet spaces of your mind, telling you that you are not enough, that you have been forgotten, that the pattern of your life is simply how things are going to remain. Those are lies without foundation. Reject them the moment they arrive. You are more precious to me than you have the framework to fully comprehend. You are chosen with intention, loved without condition, and valued with a depth that has no ceiling. My child, do not turn around and look at the road behind you with the eyes of regret. Everything in your history has been contributing to who you are standing here as today. Every experience, including the ones that caused genuine pain, shaped something specific and necessary in you. Let the bitterness go. Choose forgiveness for those who hurt you, not as an act of minimizing what happened, but as an act of freeing yourself. Forgiveness is not something you do for the person who caused the wound. It is something I am asking you to do for yourself, because what it unlocks in your life is far greater than what holding on ever provided. I am not placing the full weight of this journey on your shoulders alone. I am walking directly beside you through every step of it. When your strength depletes, lean into mine. When doubts begin accumulating in your mind, speak my name, and let what I have spoken over you be louder than what fear has been saying. I am the God who reaches into storms and silences them, who reaches into wounds and heals them, who reaches into darkness and displaces it with light that darkness cannot extinguish. Now, my child, as you step forward from this moment, move with a confidence rooted not in favorable circumstances, but in the unchanging fact that I go before you. Your future is not a question mark in my hands. Whatever tomorrow carries, you will not meet it without me, positioned ahead of you, preparing the way. Trust me completely. Give me every fear, every worry, every doubt, and watch how I unfold what I have been preparing for your life, my child. There is something more that needs to be spoken, and I need you to stay present for it. Do not let the momentum of this moment carry you past what I am still saying. This is a sacred space created specifically for you. You have been asking me for a long time, God, when does it become my turn? You have watched from a place that felt stuck, while it appeared that everyone around you was receiving answers and moving into good things. And you have wondered whether something was specifically wrong with you, whether my attention had overlooked you somehow. But hear me clearly. I have not forgotten you for a single second. I have been watching, working, positioning, preparing. And now, I am calling you forward. You are entering a new season, but the entrance requires leaving something behind. Not everything that has been part of your story belongs in the next chapter. There are people, thought patterns, habits, attachments. You already sense what I am referring to, because I have been nudging you about them. In that quiet way, I speak to your spirit. When I want your attention before I need to speak any louder, you have felt the gentle discomfort that arrives when you move in a certain direction or reach for a certain thing. That was my voice, softly redirecting you. Now I am saying it plainly. Let go. What I am asking you to release is not something I am removing to leave you with empty hands. I am asking you to set it down, so your hands are free to receive what I am bringing. You cannot carry the new thing if your grip is still full of the old one. I know release is not easy. I know that letting go of familiar things, even ones that have not been good for you, produces a specific kind of fear. The known discomfort feels safer than the unknown possibility. But my child, trust me in this. I am not creating emptiness in your life when I ask you to release something. I am creating room. What I fill that room with will have a quality that will make you wonder why you held on to what you held on to. For as long as you did, you have stood in front of closed doors and mourned them. You have asked me to reopen things I intentionally closed, But I did not close those doors as punishment or cruelty. I closed them because the destination they led toward was not the life I built you for. And now I am placing new doors in front of you. Doors that open into genuine freedom, deep healing, authentic joy, and a purpose that fits the actual shape of who you are. All I am asking is that when I say it is time to walk through, you walk through. And it is time to believe again, with the kind of belief that does not require all the evidence to be assembled first. Time to hope again, without the protective layer of skepticism you developed to guard against disappointment. Time to love, without the armor that stops connection before it can become real. Time to speak words of life over yourself, instead of continuing the internal narrative of doubt that has been running far too long. You have waded through enough. You have questioned yourself past the point where it was serving you. You have carried the project of figuring everything out alone long enough. Let me lead now. Let me be the steady presence when everything around you is in motion. I know there are voices in your life, both external and internal, that have been consistently working to make you feel smaller than you are. People whose words landed in places they had no right to reach and left marks that are still visible. I need my voice to be louder in your life than any of those. And what my voice says over you is this: you are worthy. You are deeply loved. You are specifically chosen. You are mine. There is no mistake embedded in how you were made. There is no shame that properly defines you. There is no failure that gets to write the final word about who you are. What you carry now is purpose, placed in you before anyone on this earth knew your name. What you carry now is a promise I have no withdrawn. I established it before the foundations of everything, and I have never changed my mind about you. So rise today, not by generating strength you do not currently feel, but by leaning entirely into mine. Rise out of the pain, the fear, the weight of regret. Stand with the full height of someone who knows they are not defined by what their past says, but by what I say. And what I say is that you are a light that belongs in the dark places, that my strength operating through you makes you stronger than anything that will come against you, that you are ready because I have been making you ready. Through everything you have walked through, I will be present with you in every moment that follows. In the mornings when you wake up uncertain about what the day holds, in the moments when your strength is not sufficient for what the moment requires, in the instances when you do not know what to say or which direction to move, I will be the quiet voice, speaking into those spaces. You are never navigating any of this alone, not for a moment. Keep your attention on me. I am the one who builds roads through places that look like solid walls. I am the one who reaches into broken things and makes them beautiful again. I am the one who converts mourning into something it was not when it arrived. And I am doing every one of those things in your specific life right now. I see you still carrying fragments of the past that have not yet released you, wounds that are older than they look because they have never been properly healed, words spoken over you that still play in the background of your inner life, moments you return to with the wish that they had gone differently, the quiet pain you tuck away in the places you think no one has access to. And I want to speak plainly. I have never once turned my face away from you. In those moments, every tear that fell, I was present for it. Every hurt that resisted explanation, I felt it with you. I have not stopped loving you through any of it, not through a single moment of it. You are not damaged beyond what I can reach. You are not so far into the broken places. That restoration is no longer realistic. The fact that you are still here, still standing, still reaching forward, still maintaining some thread of hope, even in the seasons that gave you very little reason to hold on to it. That is evidence of something I placed inside you, that external circumstances do not have the power to extinguish. But my child, the healing I want to bring to you is not a patch applied over the surface of what broke. It goes all the way to the root. I do not offer temporary relief that fades when circumstances shift again. I offer a peace built into the foundation of your life, a joy that is not a performance you maintain, but a genuine sustaining reality, operating from the inside, a strength available specifically in the moments when yours has run out. You have been attempting to heal yourself through management strategies and the passage of time and the accumulated effort of pretending things were better than they were. But real healing comes through honesty. Honesty with yourself about what actually happened and what it actually cost you. And honesty with me about the parts of yourself you have been keeping at a careful distance from my touch. Let me into those guarded rooms. I am not intimidated by what lies in those spaces. I came specifically for those spaces. Let go of it, my child. Everything you have been managing and maintaining and carrying, the shame that arrived from things that were done to you, and things you did yourself, the fear attached to your future, the guilt that replays mistakes from a past, I have already forgiven completely. The questions about why things happened the way they did, all of it, I want to carry it for you. You were never designed to bear any of it alone. You have been operating under a false belief that you need to achieve a certain level of spiritual tidiness before I will move on your behalf. That belief is not true, and it is not from me. I move because I love. My action in your life is not triggered by your performance level. I have already said yes to your healing, yes to helping you navigate what is ahead, yes to walking with you through everything this next season holds. The only thing I need from you is your trust. I understand that trust is tender and complicated for someone who has been let down in specific ways. I know that people made promises that dissolved before they were fulfilled. I know you opened yourself to people who handled what you gave them carelessly. But I am genuinely not like the people who hurt you. I do not say things I do not mean. I do not make promises with the intention of abandoning them. Every word I have ever spoken over your life is still standing. My timing does not operate on the schedule that feels most comfortable from your vantage point, but it is always perfect. And the time is now. You are going to begin to feel something lifting from you. Not because every difficult circumstance will instantly evaporate, but because my presence brings a peace that is not dependent on the circumstances being favorable. That peace is already pressing close to you. You can sense the edges of it. That is me, arriving with everything I promised. Take a breath, a slow, deliberate breath, and with it, let some of the weight that has been sitting on your chest Begin to release. You have been holding so much in for so long, staying strong for people who may not have fully understood what it was costing you. Now it is time to rest inside my presence. I am not asking for your perfection, and I never have been. I am asking for your honesty, with your pain, your hopes, and even the doubts you feel somewhat guilty for having. I want the real conversation, not the rehearsed one. I see how hard it has been to trust again, after the specific ways trust has been broken in your experience. Life has not always been fair in how it has treated you. People have not always followed through on what they represented to you. And a part of you has been quietly watching me, waiting to see if I will eventually prove to be another entry in that same category. My precious one, I did not leave. I have not left. Not when you were expressing your anger at me. Not when you were crying in a way that was really a kind of shouting. Not when you felt so lost that the words for prayer did not come. I stayed in every one of those moments because you mattered to me. Because my love for you is not a conditional arrangement. That holds only when you are presenting your best self. It is constant and personal and specifically yours. Let this go as deep as it needs to go. You are loved fully and completely in this exact moment, not in a future version of yourself that has resolved all the outstanding issues, but right now, in the middle of every unresolved thing. I love you here. I see the dreams you have not spoken aloud, because the distance between where you are and where they would require you to be feels too vast to bridge. Those dreams came from me, my child. I placed them inside you with intention, and they did not expire when you stopped believing in them. I am still working toward them, still preparing the conditions for them. Do not let go of hope before the breakthrough arrives. You are closer to it than the current view suggests. I see the thoughts that arrive in the middle of the night and make rest difficult. The what-ifs that do not resolve, regardless of how many angles you approach them from. I am asking you to transfer all of that to me right now. You do not need to hold all of the answers. What I am asking you to hold is simply the truth that I hold every answer, and that I am entirely for you. The story I am writing for your life contains things that will make you laugh again, with the full body, unguarded kind of laughter. It contains a peace present inside your home that changes the atmosphere. It contains a restoration of things in your heart that have been waiting a long time to be whole again. It contains a joy that does not require favorable circumstances to sustain itself. Let me be the one teaching you how to trust again. Let me be the demonstration of what love looks like when it is consistent and true and has no hidden agenda. Let me speak back to you who you are, not the version your history wrote, not the version other people's words created, but the one I know, because I made you and have never lost sight of you. You are chosen. You are mine. You have not arrived too late for anything I have prepared. You are positioned exactly where my reach finds you, most completely. My child, I know the weight of days that do not seem to move. I know what it feels like to be giving everything you have to a process that does not appear to be producing visible results. But I need you to hear me say this and actually receive it. Do not stop now. You have covered ground that took more out of you. then most people would understand. You have kept some measure of your heart open, even in the seasons that gave you every reason to close it entirely. Things are already shifting around your life, even if the shift is not yet visible. From where you are standing, the answers that have been the subject of your prayers are in motion toward you. The healing you have asked for has been set in motion, and I promise you, what you have walked through will not be wasted. What I bring you into on the other side will become a story that reaches beyond your own life and gives other people the courage to keep going. Do not give up before you see what I have been building. The best part of your story is still ahead of you, and I will be walking into it with you, hand in hand, every step of the way. You are mine, and I am nowhere close to being finished with your story. My child, take this moment right now and just be still. Let everything that has been making noise in you settle into quiet for a little while. You do not need to have the answers today. You do not need to have everything resolved or figured out or controlled. I simply want you to know one thing. In the deepest place you have, I am here, and I am not leaving. Sometimes you have felt that your prayers were too ordinary or too small to command attention, that your voice was too quiet to cut through everything else. But that is not true. I heard every whisper you ever directed toward me. Every tear that fell was something I witnessed with full attention. Nothing you have ever said to me has been ignored or set aside. Even the prayers you eventually stopped offering because it seemed like nothing was happening. I remember every one. I have been holding them carefully, waiting for the precise moment to act. You are not anonymous to me. You are not one undifferentiated face in an enormous crowd. I know your name. I know every thought before it fully forms. I know the specific things that produce genuine joy in you. And I know the specific things that keep you from sleeping. And I care about every detail of all of it. Nothing in your life falls into the category of too insignificant for my attention. And nothing is too large for my capacity. You do not need elaborate language when you come to me. Simply speak from wherever your heart actually is. I understand even what doesn't make it into words, even the silence that is heavy, with things that have not yet found their expression. And let me say this clearly as well. Stop prosecuting yourself for your past. I see how often you revisit old territory in your mind and stand in judgment over decisions made by a version of you that knew less and was carrying more than was ever fair. I have already forgiven everything you have brought to me and everything you have not yet thought to bring. I am not holding your history against you. When I look at you, I see someone who is genuinely trying, someone who keeps reaching toward me, even when the reaching is hard. That is what matters to me. You are not a failure. You are not fundamentally weak. You are in the process of becoming, and becoming takes time. It involves falling and rising and learning to release what you thought you needed in order to hold what you were actually built for. I am proud of the distance you have covered, even when you cannot see it accurately yourself. I am proud of the love you keep choosing to extend, even after being hurt by love offered in return. I am with you in every moment without exception, in the joy, in the grief, in the long stretches of waiting. I have not moved. I will not move. I will carry you through every passage. You can walk on your own. Rest in that, my child. Receive it fully. Let my love settle over you, like something solid and warm. You do not need to do anything right now, except receive this truth. I am here. I love you. And what I am building in your life, and through your life, is nowhere near finished. Before we close, let us bring our hearts together before the Father. Right now, dear Jesus, I come to you in this moment, carrying things I have not fully put into words for anyone. You see the tiredness I have been managing, and the sadness that lives underneath the functioning. You see the questions I carry that have not yet found their answers. I know that every part of me that feels too fragile or too broken to present is something you already see completely and love without hesitation. I am asking you to reach into the places in my heart that ache in ways I cannot always explain, places that have needed your touch for longer than I have been willing to admit. Pour your gentleness over the hurt that lives there, and bring a peace to those spaces that only you can bring. Help me feel genuinely safe in your presence. Help me trust that you are actively working in my life, even in the seasons when I cannot trace what you are doing. Lord, if there is bitterness still living in me, or fear I have been feeding, or hurt I have been protecting rather than releasing, help me open my hands and let it go. I do not want anything standing between me and the full healing you want to bring. Teach me how to forgive, even when everything in me resists it. Teach me how to be gentle with my own heart, the way you are gentle with it. As I continue walking this road with you, send your Spirit to sit close to me. Remind me in the moments when I feel most alone that I have never actually been alone. When my thoughts become heavy and disordered, bring your peace into them. When I lose my bearings, speak your direction into the confusion. And as healing comes, let it make me more capable of recognizing the same pain in others and responding to it with the tenderness you have shown me. Let my story become something that gives someone else the courage to believe that you are real and that you are good and that you do not give up on the ones you love. I place everything I am and everything I am carrying fully into your hands. I trust you as the only true source of the healing I have been looking for. Thank you for loving me exactly as I am, right now, in this moment, without requiring me to be anything other than honest. Thank you for never releasing your hold on me. In your name, Jesus, Amen. If this message reached the place in you that needed to be reached today, let your amen in the comments be your declaration of that. And do not let it stop with you. Share this with someone in your life who needs to hear that they are known, that they are loved, and that the one who made them has never once looked away.